Good morning. I'm going to pull a few cards for the Gemini full moon that we just had yesterday. There's not really a whole lot that is going on in the chart of this full moon, but just to paint a little picture of how the moon cycles work around an astrology chart, every 2 weeks we have a full moon, and every 2 weeks we have a new moon. When there is a new moon, the moon and the sun are conjunct, which means they are next to each other or at the same degree. They are together in the chart. So they're in the same sign. So we have a Sagittarius new moon during Sagittarius season when the sun is also in Sagittarius. We have a Gemini full moon every Sagittarius season. So when you look at an astrology chart, there are 12 signs, a Western astrology chart. There are 12 signs, and each sign has a sister sign, which is the sign that is opposite it on the chart. So Sagittarius and Gemini are opposite one another on the astrology chart. So that means every time that it is Sagittarius season, there's a Gemini full moon. When there's a full moon, it is in the opposite sign of the sun. So new moon, sun and moon are conjunct. Full moon, moon is opposite sun. So we have a new moon in Sagittarius during Sagittarius season and a Gemini full moon during Sagittarius season. So if you look at an astrology chart, you will always know that whatever season it is, whatever the sun is, that is where the new moon is going to happen that month. And whatever the opposite sign of where the sun is where the full moon is going to happen that month. So it is Sagittarius season, and we have a Gemini full moon that just happened, and it's not really making any angles to any other planets. So it's kind of just an opposition to the sun. But if you are at the point where you're ready to look up your chart, go find out what house you have Gemini in, and it will give you a little bit of insight about where this moon is hitting home for you. So for me, it's in my 12th house, which is the psyche, which is the unseen realms. It's the subconscious, and I'm feeling it deep for sure. So if you also have it in the 12th house, I feel you. Gemini full moons can create a lot of just mental unrest. Gemini rules the mind. It rules communication. It rules over your hand. So you might have this loop going on in your head about everything that needs to get done, and then feeling like you need to get it all done. Chill. It's fine. Find some practices, do some breath work, do some yoga, whatever you need to do. Go touch some grass. Do whatever you need to do to help calm the mind during this full moon. And we'll see what cards come out to provide us a little bit of extra insight for how to work with these energies. And if you're ever watching one of my tarot readings and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, I don't resonate with that at all, the reading's probably not for you. So when you read tarot for a really large collective, when you read tarot for one person, you're tapping into that person's energies. And when you read it for a really large collective, you are tapping into the energy of the collective. So when I set my intentions to do my readings, I have the intention that it reaches whoever needs to hear what the message is. So if you come across it and the message doesn't really strike you, it's probably not for you. But if it hits home, pay attention, watch it 2 or 3 times, send it to someone who you think it would be for. Just see what is happening in that realm. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of emotional unrest. So when the mind is moving at this rapid pace, it can sort of cloud the emotions that we have, but it can also bring them up. So when you're stuck so much in the mental space, sometimes emotions will come up to be felt because it can help create more clarity in the mental space. So when the mind is running on loop and you tend to whatever emotions come up, it can help the mind stop that loop. And sometimes that loop is going because it's trying to get us to tap into whatever is there. So this card is it seems like we're all putting so much focus on the things that haven't worked out, the things that didn't go as planned, the things that didn't leave you feeling the way that you wanted to feel. But there are some things that are going the way that you want. So how can you take your mental space, move it out of that loop, and move it towards the thing that you're trying to call in? And we have the Hierophant here too. I love these are both number 5. The number 5 represents like travel, change, and transience. So keep that in mind. This is Sagittarius season. Sagittarius sort of represents change. It represents changing your belief systems, changing the thoughts that you think, changing just how you kind of see the world. And I think with the Hierophant here, this is a good reminder that there are bigger things at play. And one thing that I keep seeing that comes up a lot is like, oh, you manifest your own reality with your thoughts. And yes, and however, we have a lot of systemic things going on. So potentially everybody's thoughts is manifesting this crazy reality we live in. Who knows? But my thing is that the things that are happening to each individual are not just manifested from those individuals' thoughts. There are things outside of the individual that take place that are not just a reflection of the individual's inner world. The way that you perceive everything that's going on can be a reflection of your inner world. But there are things like just different levels of support that people have or other people don't have. And those types of things are going to influence how your reality is shaped. And then you are an active player in that, right? So that's why it's important to sort of look away from, not even look away, acknowledge the things that didn't work out, feel what needs to be felt to come up, allow it to soften the mental loops, and then allow it to change what you believe about that story. So it's sort of like when you attach to a story, it can be really hard to create a different reality for yourself. And you may have to work through accepting that you don't have the resources or the support or things that others do have. Hopefully the ones that have more are funneling it to the people that have less and not just berating the people who have less for having less. But I think it's just really important to understand that we don't just manifest every single thing from our thoughts. That is toxic. That is toxic positivity in the sense that it's like you can create your entire world with your thoughts. Now, I do believe in manifestation. I do believe that if you have a vision and you have a goal and you're working towards it and you're actually taking action towards it, it will manifest. The timing of it, who knows? But I think that this full moon is a good reminder that your thoughts are important because they help lead you to where you're going. So be mindful of the thought loops that you have running in your system and how you can move those out. We also have the 8 of Cups here. So this feels like kind of on the other side of this moon. Once we get to have some more mental clarity, we get to sort of like organize our emotions a little bit. We get to like put them in a place that feels like they can exist there or that they can be seen there. And we can continue to walk along our journey knowing that our emotional foundation is pushing us forward. So whatever it is that you're feeling that you don't want to feel or that you do want to feel, both of those things are pushing you forward. And you're not wrong for ending up in a reality where you're experiencing the things that you don't want to experience or you don't want to feel. It's just part of the journey. It's the yin and the yang, right? So take that little message with a grain of salt. Like, you do manifest your reality with your thoughts. And also, it's not only that. There are other things at play. I love this card for the Gemini full moon. This feels very much like understanding your own thoughts and understanding your own speech and understanding the ways that you communicate with one another on a much deeper level. So this is sort of like a reward almost for going in, doing the work, pulling up the words that need to come out. And really it's like you've alchemized the emotions around what needs to be said, and now you need to say it. Yesterday I posted something on Threads that was just really sitting heavy with me. And it was something along the lines of like, move your body to get the energy free, and then allow whatever sounds to come out, and then allow yourself to speak what needs to be said with your whole chest. Passion and all. Don't hold back. Like, we need a passion. I'm so sick of everyone hating on the passion. It's so stupid. They're boring. Go be passionate. Fuck that. So anyways, move your body. If you're feeling like you're ruminating on a thought pattern that just won't stop, move your body. If you have a ton of emotions that are feeling excruciating, that need to be released, move your body. Do some movements that help move that. Energy is real and it gets stuck in your body, and then it creates thought patterns and feeling loops that just run over and over and over again. So move your body, get the energy out, and then say what you need to say with your whole chest, passion and all. Don't think that you're supposed to like be devoid of passion because people around you are afraid of its energy. I'm a very passionate person and I don't like to keep it quiet, but I have been shoved down many a times because people are like, well, you seem angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm very passionate about this thing. And even if I am angry, that's okay. Anger is allowed to exist. It's allowed to be there. You don't need to like direct it straight at somebody, but you can express it. It needs to be expressed. It will do not great things in your body. It will create dis-ease and illness in your body if you don't express these things. If you have a lot of fire in your chart, like me, and if you're a Leo moon, you are born to be this expressive. So just fucking do it. And the invitation of the Fool. Starting a new journey, right? We're always starting a new journey. This life is not linear. It is over and over and over. The path, the path, the path. The Fool is here to lead you onto something new. What is it? What sort of thought patterns, what sort of belief systems do you need to adopt to come out into a new version of you? And it's going to feel unfamiliar. It's going to feel unknown. It's going to feel like maybe you don't have all the tools that you need to have to make it happen, but I promise you, you do. And it's okay to lean on others for support when you need it. But this new journey is really about whatever area of life Gemini highlights in your chart. How can you find a new way of existing in the mental energetics and the emotional energetics of that area of your life? If you're not familiar with how to pull up your chart, I'm going to be releasing a video on how to find your chart, and also some different mini courses on how to read an astrology chart. So keep an eye out for that. It will be posted soon. I've been having a ton of technical difficulties. Thank you, post-Mercury retrograde. But we will get there soon enough. So if this resonated with you, I hope that it helps send you on your day. And if it didn't, maybe it did because you might still be watching. I don't know. But wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever message you needed from this, I send you so much love, and I see you, and I'm rooting for you, and let that fucking passion out, baby. Bye.